at 12:30 on the 14th of March. We bit of office time, loads to do. Video session, little bit of a session done there with Ella. So today we are looking at outside inside rolls and heel to toe and the correct technique for both. But enjoy, great feedback from yesterday, thanks very much. Enjoy your day today and be safe. Good evening, 7 p.m, 14th of March. Literally just pulled out of the office. Country's been in somewhat of a lockdown for the last couple of days, but still gotta go work, still gotta go try and think of what to do. These are challenging times business wise as a business owner. Very challenging when you effectively run, you're out of funds. When you're out of funds and it's what to do next, yeah, it's a real challenge. We haven't registered our programs in mid-January, so it's obviously nearly been 2 months, and we're actually due to register a lot of them this kind of over the next 10 days. Everything would have been due to re-register. That's now effectively on hold. It's on hold till God knows when this blows over, this problem. Now, as an entrepreneur, as a business owner, you look and go, okay, could I have done anything to better absorb this problem? Can I learn from this problem now for going forward? Yes and yes. Yeah, in an ideal world, it'd be nice to have a couple of thousand sitting there and be able to use it now to save us over the next hump. But unfortunately, heavy investment was done on the GPS side of it. I say unfortunately. We've gotten them, and a heavy investment was done in trying to grow that side of the business. So any funds that were there are gone. So you learn. When we bought that, you never would have known that this was potentially going to go the way that it has. You just now accept it. So today, trying to get my head around the restart strategy, so when we're ready to go, when this is launched, we can go bang, set up, ready to go, new terms. Letters to go out to parents kind of next week, giving them an update on everything. Some are due a week, some are due 2 weeks. We cannot wait and hold off re-registering new terms. It's just impossible to absorb. So what we're going to end up doing, I was doing this kind of a stock take today, with what gear we have, and effectively as a rebooking reward for the players in the new term, or compensation as such. Although technically we shouldn't have to do anything. This is completely out of our hands. But as a business, our customers are important. So we will always do what we can. So what we'll end up doing now is about 80 jackets. Some need to be logoed, so they're going to go off now on Monday. Drop them down to the printers, get them done. So we'll end up having 80 jackets and another kind of 50 kits in which we will give away to the players within the program, depending on the venues, to whether they get a jacket or kit or a choice or what. So we'll give them away. The kind of cost price of each of them is €15. That's the cost to us. is about 15 for the jacket, with the logo on it, about 18 for the kit, 20 quid for the kit. So we'll give them, so it's a little bit more than what technically the cost of the sessions that would be due for. As I said, we'd always try and add value, so we'll give them back out. Sessions have been going. We did a little upload, technical ball mastery session, sent it on to the kids. Got a bits and pieces to do, so that was done again today, which is good. But outside of that, outside of EI Sports, I went, okay, well, if this ever happens again, I can't be reliant on one sole income, one sole. So launched a new company today, registered a company name, Facebook page set up, domain name bought, website started to get it ready. A company called Parcel Hop, and Parcel Hop will be, it's been a brainchild over the last couple of days of trying to get around this problem, and it will be a flat rate fee delivery service for businesses. No matter, for a company or any business, they might have a small box and they go get a price and it's X price, and they might have a large box and they got to go, so they got to price that. With ourselves, with me, which is going to be initially the kind of pilot's going to be Meath, Kildare, Dublin. They're the areas that we're going to look at. There's a lot of flooding on the road, so just grabbing the steering wheel there. Meath, Kildare, Dublin, and it will be a flat rate fee for delivery, any box, any size, €10. No matter what it is, we will collect on a Monday, deliver on a Tuesday, and collect on a Wednesday, deliver on a Thursday, and possibly I'm looking at down the country deliveries on Friday, which would be kind of Limerick, Cork, Galway, back, just a loop. Now you would say, God, based on cost, that'd be very difficult with diesel and everything. It's based on a volume, a business model based on volume and customer service and everything. Now, to be honest, my long-term view of this is not a business for me. It's actually for my eldest, for Aaron. I'm thinking what I can do business-wise now. Might take 2 or 3 years to grow it properly. Happy enough to spend 2 or 3 years to grow it properly, and then effectively he'll work in it and then take it over. That would be the aim. On top of that, then came up with, again, floating this idea of a facility, a training facility for sports, for players. Really back looking at that again and going, you know what, I think that'll work. I had one 12 months ago. We closed it. Didn't close it by choice, didn't close it by, we had to close, financially we had to close or anything like that. It was literally closed because the club that we were leasing it from, their room, wanted the room back. So last year that actually cost, we had 20 grand worth of facilities, 20 grand worth of equipment in that room, got 5 grand back, so lost 15 grand. So kick in the teeth, lesson learned. So now you take that idea and move on to the next one. But looking at another idea was actually to multiply significantly bigger the size of the space that we'd have. Go back to, like, again, learning from the current problem of facilities and issues and schools being closed and sporting facilities closed. It was actually to go, do you know what, we're going to have our own, so that we hold the destiny, our cards, and it's solely on us. So actually now going to float the idea over the next 6 months to find the right facility and turn it into a soccer zone. And the soccer zone would be catering for 100 players a week in the program. On top of 100 players a week in the program, it would be looking to cater for 5-a-side hire. 10 hours a week is all we would kind of look to hire it out for. It'd be indoor, obviously. And then 5 birthday parties per week would be the strategy of the aims of what we're looking for. Kind of soccer specific fun parties. That would be the aim and the goal. So I like the idea of the Phoenix rising from the ashes. This is very much a Phoenix matter right now. Everything is potentially crumbling. It's gonna burn a lot of pockets. A lot of people are gonna be hurt business-wise from this coronavirus and everything shutting. So I'm looking to try and find the positives from that mental space, away from necessarily actually coaching every day. Still got to do my Soccer 365 videos, so don't worry, still going to get a video a day. Got to get another one tomorrow. Still getting them up, still getting them done. I think tomorrow I'm going to catch up on at least 10 days that I'm behind. I'm going to catch up on at least 10 tomorrow. That'll be my aim. But it is using the current problem to gain some traction and options going forward. Some things might work, some things may not. Some things might take, rather than 6 months, might take 9 months to get the funds together to be able to get it. But I think certain things are worth chasing. Now, I've got to get a few things in order. Physically, that slipped big time over the last 6 weeks. Really let that slip. Actually, this is what I kind of feared when I travel. So when I travel to Texas and LA, it's been since then, falling off the wagon. So I've got to get back on. I'm going to use this again, Corona. Everything shut, get back out, get a daily walk, get some activity in. Take stock of where my steps are this year so far, and from that get back on the positives. This morning was up early, got up well, I said early, 8:15. It's still up to normal time. I think it's important that even, look, there might be no sessions, everything might be shut down, but still important to get up, still important to go to the office, still important to do the work, still important to be challenging the mind to think and problem solve. So that's what we're doing, problem solving big time right now. These are challenging times, but we will get through it. Good afternoon. It's the Sunday the 15th of March, another day of lock-in and with the coronavirus. Behind me is what's left of Noah's boat. Taken apart, actually in moving house, due to move in 2 weeks time. I think that's all off now. So little video today, literally again just working on practice on technical skills, ball mastery feet, another exercise to be able to work with the kids. Enjoy yourselves, be safe. So it's the Sunday 15th of March, still on lockdown. Actually spent a day where didn't do football work. In the middle of actually a house move. We're going to move in 2 weeks time. We're due to move in 2 weeks time, depending on Corona. But it was actually take part in Noah. I built Noah a boat a year ago. Big play boat. It's probably about 16 foot long, 8 foot wide. Take it apart and then rebuild it when we move. So there's no actual football stuff other than a Soccer 365 session, just on technical skills. So that's done there today. But 6 years living in the house brings back memories when you start to back up and move on to the next chapter.